This is your brow tutorial. Now we use brow dust to give a nice natural brow, don't we? I'm going to use the blonde.
I'm going to use the cool brown.
But sometimes you use the blonde as well. Your hair's
Sometimes I
quite
use
dark.
the blonde. Yeah. My eyebrows too are quite fair. I've got a lot of grey and blonde hairs in there. So sometimes I just want a little bit more colour.
Yes, or sometimes you might use the blonde in the day and the cool brown when you go out at night. Yeah. We like to start with a little spoolie. We give these away for free when you order our brow dust, and if you ever need another one, just ask us and we'll include it in your next order. So just brush your brows up to make them nice and neat. Okay.
Oops, I just got my hair.
All right.
That's what ears are for, to keep your hair out of your face.
Yes. All right, so I start by just putting a few crumbs in the lid of your brow dust. Just a teeny tiny amount. And then use your angled brow brush to apply it. So
now, we've got different brushes, but they do the same job. Shall we show everyone?
Yeah, so mine's flat across the top, and yours is angled.
But they're quite stiff and fine.
As long as they're a firm, stiff brush, yeah. So when you're putting the brow dust on, make sure you keep your brush up nice and straight so that you get the powder just on the very edge. And then wipe off each side. So again, the powder's just on the top there so that you can be nice and precise with your application. All right, so don't mind us while we look in our little mirrors. Now when you're applying it, start from sort of the center or the arch point and work out and do the tail first, because this is where you want the bulk of the product to go. There we go.
And when I first started doing this, a great tip was to use tiny little feathered strokes, not streaks. It gives a much more natural finish.
We want it to look like hair, don't you? Yeah. So when I do it, yes, like I said, I concentrate on the arch point out, and I don't put any in towards my nose. If you're putting it in towards your nose and squaring off that part there, it's going to look really unnatural, and everyone's going to know that you've coloured your eyebrows in. Okay. So again, arch point outways, go.
And I've got a few gaps, so I use it to fill in the gaps in my brows.
Yeah, there we go. Happy with that. How I like to finish it off is I just grab my little spoolie again and just brush it through. If you do have unruly brows, you can use our Lash Perfector to set them in place. It does go on white, but it dries clear, so you can sort of keep them in the right spot.
How's that?
Wonderful.
Thank you.